Do they bite?
They're wild animals, yeah.
And I really wiggle it like it was alive.
It doesn't look good at all.
They're just swamped.
Yeah, I'd say it's gonna be really scary.
Fix them up. Let them go.
Can you just tell me what's going on?
I wish I knew, honey. It's a disaster.
Well, that's good.
Last time on Eyewitness,
Veterinary school is great, but there's a lot of things you don't learn.
Jen had her hands full with research,
I didn't watch exactly how she held
while
that
Trina,
puzzle.
the Danish vet student, just had her hands full.
He's just going downhill. He's not gonna make it on his own. So
Joan
it's
tried
time.
desperately to save Rocky, but failed. Large seizuring sea lions began to come in while everyone was preparing for the annual craziness of the holiday weekend.
And there's also just like sod's law. We always get a Memorial Day whale that manages to strand itself in the bay. So I hope this year it doesn't happen, but usually it does.
Memorial Day weekend is always hectic. They're short on volunteers because it's a holiday and they get twice as many calls as usual, so it's a double whammy. Meanwhile, a lot of people have chosen this weekend for their special projects. Frances has 10 vet students who've come down from Davis to give her a hand.
Yeah, that would be great. Anybody who feels like working out?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have to board the sea
We do need to board the sea. We should get,
Katie used to be volunteer. Do this thing? Experienced sea lion trainer, right? And you get a bag of fluids?
So while Frances and the vet students continue to do the rounds of the sea lions, I'm going to go and check in with Brian, who is on the other side of things, manning the phone for the rescue line.
Well, that could potentially be why it's there, and not because it's sick. So
there's a lot more
just to
people on
let
the
you know
beaches,
that
which
that's
means
not
that a lot
good
more
to do.
people are going to see the animals and call them in. So the rescue team is really going to be stretched to the limit.
more people will show up. I'm pretty optimistic. I'm just looking through to find who's available today, who I didn't call already.
So I'm about to go down to San Luis Obispo with Marty. There seems to be a large amount of sea lions being stranded there. He's going to go down and check it out.
Have you been down there yet?
I have not been down there.
It's kind of interesting. It's sort of our least developed site. With Frances covered, Marty and I are driving the 5.5 hours to the San Luis Obispo rescue site to see if getting a look at the seizuring sea lions as they come in can provide clues to this puzzle. To clear out some pens, Frances is taking advantage of the extra help by having them return some recovered animals to the wild.
I'm going to just sign off 2 sea lions to be released. A bit stressing now.
Are they those sea lions in those pens?
Sorry?
Are they from...
No, these are 2 completely different sea lions that are over there, and these are just yearling sea lions that came in underweight, and they're now putting on weight, and they're not very fat, but they're fat enough to be released. But they're getting really stressed by the yearlings that are pacing around.
So you're talking center point raise?
Brian's not so keen on the idea of doing any releases this weekend.
If we send 2 of the vet students out, they could release them and then they can go and check the other animals.
That area is crazy. There's animals all over out there that I'm getting calls on.
Okay, is there a better beach?
It's just it's Memorial Day weekend. That's why I was hoping not to release anything this weekend and wait till like Tuesday. Yeah.
Everyone's going all over the place this
I think we should go with the intention of being in the water and cruising the jetty within the hour.
You know, I think that's a good idea, and I think also just about...
I'm going down to Monterey Bay on the new water rescue program.
They can pick that list up, look at the boat, and see
LZ and a
that
number of other
everything
volunteers have come up with a way to try to reduce the overcrowding by taking to the water, finding animals that have been injured by fishing hooks and nets, and treating them before they get so sick that they have to be brought into the center.
Than most of the med staff up here.
Yeah. They're talking about how quickly we get on and off animals and
Yeah, we do what we need to do.
How much longer it usually takes med staff?
Well, if you're trying to find a vein bag.
that's a little different than establishing gender.
No med staff bashing.
I wasn't sure what the SLO site would be like, but I didn't expect a garage. There are power tools, lawn chairs, syringes, and sea lions all over the driveway.
Basic rules of these. Nobody touches anything.
Hey, Marty.
I'm doing important vet stuff, okay? Important doctor stuff happening right here. I can't help you.
Who's my protector?
The place is run by two volunteers, Whit and Judy Whitmire. Whit's the fearless animal handler.
The thing is, if they survive their first 24 hours, they'll probably survive. That seems to be the common finding.
Yeah. This is scary.
Marty's going right to work. There seem to be a lot more sea lions than were expected.
We've never done anything like this before. It's a big day if we get 4 animals. And then we wouldn't get any for a couple of days after that. So we don't exactly have this down.
The volunteers are taken to the water, hoping that they can treat and release animals in a matter of moments.
Okay, let's go. Let's get another one.
We just arrived in Monterey, about 2 hours south of the Marine Mammal Center in Sausalito, and we're going to be heading out to this jetty over here where apparently there's a lot of sea lions in need of assistance by the volunteers from the center.
This is about being a little more proactive with the work we do at the Mammal Center.
Jim will restrain. Bert will sex and tag. You will measure from nose to tag. You want to give a shot in the tissue?
Who's coming? Who's staying?
Everybody's going.
We only go after the ones that are healthy, that are suffering from human intervention. We'll catch animals with fish hook or fishing line or gill net injuries and break them loose. This is intervention. We're keeping them from having to come into the hospital. They're twisting them up in the net now, and we're about to try and get them into the boat, and then we'll be heading back in.
Tell them we're coming in.
Then she knows. I've been talking to her this whole time. Okay. 30, 40 pounds?
I'm sorry, honey.
Jim, right side?
Yay.
Hook is off.
You ready to go?
Ready to go.
A minute, 15 seconds. We tag them, measure them, and release them. Just like that, they go. They're happy, they're healthy, and they're free of this encumberment that just must be killing them, just must be so painful.
Why is there such a push to do it really, really quickly?
Well, because they go into shock. I mean, the stress that we are causing them, this is like nothing else they do in their whole lives, obviously, and stress can cause shock, can cause coma, can cause deaths. Okay, let's go. Let's get another one.
Okay, there's 2 more out there.
Let's go.
They really have this down to a science. It's like some sort of military mission.
Steve's inside the gate. He's putting up the shh sign, telling everybody to be quiet. He's approaching the animal. Oh shit, he's hooked. No, he's not. Oh, good. Is that the right guy? They lost him, now they've got him. He's in a net. He's definitely coming in.
What?
Dressing?
No, he's just...
He's
probably
stressing.
Okay,
Yeah, that one's already.
Can I have the
Right here.
snippers, please? I'm sorry. Let's kind of give him, can you lift him up, just hang him free and see if he's got anything else in there? No, you're kidding me. There we go.
6 minutes, 10 seconds.
Not bad.
Not good.
Well, that's 2 minutes per hook. That's not bad. Yeah, that's good.
Was it 3 hooks? I lost count.
Yes.
This is what we pulled out. One of them was barbed. We ended up having to push the hook through on 2 of them. I'm missing a hook. Here's one down here. But this is what we're here for.
Bert, what's the plan now?
We're going to go out around the jetty here and check on an animal that had, or it appeared that it had a gill net around its neck.
A lot of people think, well, fishermen aren't using gill nets anymore. They're illegal. But what happened was the ones who quit using them just dropped these nets off the side of their boats, and they're floating around out in the ocean right now, right where the animals swim.
These guys look okay.
So this thing gets caught around their neck, and it's so strong that as they grow, it starts cutting into their skin and peels their skin apart.
Man, this is cold.
Oh, she's going in a totally different direction than we expected.
Both to the other side.
Yeah. Oh, no, no, don't. Oh, gosh, this is going to be tough. Get him! Get him! Oh! Not bad. Still a good day. Last time we came out, we only caught 1 animal, so I still think we're doing great.
How did you like your first water rescue?
I thought it was pretty much as exciting as you guys had said, because the satisfaction of going out there and seeing the animals immediately helped is very cool. Kathy's in charge of all the rescues the center handles. She came down to supervise the water rescue program, but now something bigger has just come up.
Well, it's just there's some kind of unusual mortality event that's happening centering around San Luis Obispo County, Pismo Beach, Oceano Beach, but we're getting animals up here as well. They're going into seizures on the beach. They have discharge out of their
hydrocarbons or
poison. Yeah. In addition to this normally El Nino year and whatever making a crazy season crazier, there's this going on. So a lot of animals that wouldn't normally die are dying.
The trickle of seizuring sea lions is turning into a flood. Everyone's worst nightmare is coming true. A hectic weekend is becoming a crisis.
So I'm going to send 2 tracks.
There's an epidemic going on where all these adult sea lions are seizing and some of them are dying and nobody knows what it is. The vet staff are stretched, the volunteers, and a lot of them aren't here because it's a Memorial Day weekend. The pens are full, the rescue line is ringing every 5 seconds. I can't believe that I'm here at this time.
We keep picking up more of these guys that have been exposed to what we think might be some type of diatom or algal bloom or something like that. Usually it's stuff they see on the East Coast, but because the waters are so warm, we're thinking that might be what we're seeing.
On our way back to the center in Sausalito, we stopped at the Moss Landing site just a little bit north of Monterey and are picking up a few other of the many animals that they're holding onto here to bring them up to the main facility. The way they're deploying people out of the center, it's like sending soldiers off to storm a beachhead. Tom's with Marty down on the front lines in SLO, where all of the sea lions are washing up. And I'm with Kathy here at Moss Landing, sort of a way station between San Luis Obispo and the center. Is it always this crazy here?
This is a severe crisis situation, worst we've ever seen.
Way, okay.
We're tying down the animals on here to take up for transport.
How come they have to bring these up to Sausalito?
Because they're sick. I mean, we don't have any vet staff down here. You know, our main hospital's up there.
Okay, we're going to load first. We have no
So I've been at San Luis Obispo for about 12 hours now, and it's been the most hectic day I've ever seen. There are transports coming in and out of this organization all the time. 5 animals went up to Moss Landing, 5 animals came in from a rescue, 5 animals went out again, 5 animals came in again. They're just swamped, and like everyone's working this whole weekend to try and deal with the crisis.
Explain to you what's going to happen. It's going to get kind of crazy here when the trucks return. We've got 2 trucks out. What are we going to have? 2 animals when they come back?
I don't know.
Whit took 3 big cages, so Lord knows what's going to come in.
Every hour, Whit's either bringing animals into the garage or going out to the beaches to grab seizuring sea lions.
There's another one just up the beach. Go get him. We'll go get him. We'll get this one done.
Francis still has no results as to what's affecting these sea lions, and the labs are shut till Tuesday. All she can do is treat the seizures and gather information.
Did you learn anything new just now from what you were doing with those sea lions?
No, but very much more of the same. Really bad fluid black diarrhea. They're totally depressed. I mean, you shouldn't be able to go up to adult female sea lions like that. I mean, these big, fat animals. One of them had a seizure by the noise, the stimulation, people being in there. So they're very much on the edge. They're pretty dehydrated, all of them, and just wobbly and dopey.
So you're looking at 4 7s and at 5 and 2 dead bodies.
Ready? This is number 22, Marlene.
This one's kind of a little bag of bones.
Marty's hit a wall. A lot of the sea lions are still dying. The Valium is getting some out of their seizures, but there's not much more he can do. It's gotten to the point where he's injecting them and trying to ship them straight up to the center.
What are the chances of transporting?
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, is it possible to send someone in a truck?
Big truck.
A big truck? So it'll be worse through Monday. And then, I don't know, I guess, talk to some of these plankton guys. It's going to be worse for a while.
I've been here since yesterday, so it's been a long couple days.
Marty's found himself unable to do anything down in San Luis Obispo. He's getting himself back up to the center where everyone's running on fumes trying to deal with this panic.
I think it's a disaster.
Can you just tell me what's going on?
I wish I knew, honey. We're up to now 42. We're continually getting calls on animals that are on the beach and they're seizuring, their eyes popping out of their head and they come out of the seizures. Some of them continually seize, and by the time they get here, they're dead. It's still a Memorial Day weekend and we're getting calls from every single beach, every which ways, and there are animals everywhere.
Can you see how pregnant this one is? And she's not going to make it.
Volunteers from several shifts are coming in to help, but the animals just keep dropping like flies.
How much do you think this guy weighs?
Probably 200 pounds. 200 some pounds. Alright, thanks a lot.
Oh gosh. You're gonna have a busy day.
Yeah. Got quite a few dead bodies around.
Do you think they're all gonna die?
No, I don't think they're all gonna die. The ones in G2 are kind of, the way they have it staged is D2 they come in, and the ones that are really down and out stay in D2. And then the ones that are looking a little better but need fluids go over to G1. And the ones that look pretty good go into G2, and they were all pretty excitable this morning. I mean, they're up.
Okay.
They're up. They're all moving around, and they all got in and they all swam all right. So
the treatment might have worked?
Yeah, so hopefully they'll be out the door. Because once they get really big and really healthy, they're really hard to deal with.
When Jen and Trina signed on, they were looking for a chance to work with a lot of animals. It's turning out to be a case of needing to be careful of what you wish for.
Oh no, but due to this disease, there were three times. My English is poor now. 3 times seals coming up from Monterey, and they were about 6 every time. And it's these huge animals, and they are in a very poor condition.
So are you exhausted?
No, I'm just tired.
I came in like around 7, I guess. I've been here since 7, and I left here last night, like at 5 in the morning. So, yeah, It's been pretty crazy.
Wow.
I'm almost broken.
So Brian's got phone stuck to his face, and Frances is up to her knees in blood, and it's Sunday here at the Marine Mammal Center.
Has this happened before like this with the seasoning?
In 1992, there were 18 animals over a period of 2 weeks that came in seizuring.
And
Sounds
how do the
pretty
numbers
similar.
how do the numbers compare
Oh,
this
we're
year?
up to 50 in 3 days. So this is really the most.
Lean it over to this side and then we just roll.
After the necropsies, they still have to deal with all of the
Let me
sea
just
lion
roll.
cadavers. It's a job I would not wish on anyone.
I called at 10 o'clock this morning saying, gee, do you need any help? And Brian says, ever done a barrel run? I don't know what a barrel run is, so I say no, and he starts to describe it's in Dixon, and I'm thinking, what in the world is in Dixon? That's totally landlocked. He said, that's where the rendering plant is. I said, oh, Brian, please don't. He goes, we really need it. So.
How you doing, Manuel?
I've had some thing behind me. 6 full barrels of dead animals. And nobody there to unload it. Had to do that all by hand. I tell you, that's a joy.
How do you feel about it? Is it stressing you out, or is it making you sad, or just confused, or?
Makes me really tired. It's, what do you call it? I guess you could say it's sort of disturbing to see the animals so, you know, they've made it this far and to have to die so quickly. They're not emaciated. And then again, they're also pregnant. So they have those, when they cut them open and you find those little pups that are almost full term inside of them. That's sort of depressing. But, I guess most of all, it's, what do you call it? Sort of anxious to find out whether or not it's going to end.
Past few days here, the place really has felt like a crisis center, and I think everybody's looking forward to having a little peace and quiet when this finally calms down. Next time on Eyewitness, the sea lion epidemic is hard enough, but when it becomes news, they have to deal with the media as well.
Don't want to look too good.
Everyone's getting impatient, waiting for answers to this mystery.
Are you guys any closer to knowing the cause of this toxin?
No.
Some light starts to shine through the misery. Even though he doesn't know it, it looks like the center's favorite patient is leaving the hospital.